Ahead of Quiroga, 0-2, who is in the DP slot tonight.
Sprint defensive or DP tonight.
Texas trying to force a decisive Game 3 tomorrow, and Clemson 1 win away from its first Women's College World Series appearance ever. Super regional appearances. And making a little bit of history. That's down the left field line in foul territory, chased down. Marion Collins, 2-run double in last night's Clemson win, as they took it by the final of. Collins has been great in the postseason, hitting .500. Let's hit to the left side. Bennett retires Collins as Vieira gets down to second. Sent into right field. Maloney closes and then throws a dart.
When a changeup is too slow, it tips the hitter off to be able to hold up, clutch, get back, and get back through that swing. You need to make sure that the speed has velocity. Look at that giddy up on that rise ball.
Started every game with Reese Basinger, and every game she has been relieved by Brooke McCubbin. Just 2 pitchers have been used by the Tigers during that time, and they've won every game. Two-two pitch. Just flares it out into right, playing shallow and then making the diving catch. Taylor Pipkins to Rob Henry.
Has swung such a solid bat for Clemson this year, but her defense shining in the postseason. Huge diving play.
And she has been red hot at the plate, and as you mentioned, Jenny, she's made some really good plays in the outfield. Here's Scott, hit a home run last night, and it's so important, right? You keep Henry off. You don't want her on first base.
Texas got on the board first. Clemson able to respond later in the game, but so important to keep Henry off the base pass.
Charged by Moore, who's an excellent second baseman, has to throw in a hurry, and that's the first 1-2-3 inning for Basinger.
You know, transportation, all of it's the same so that nobody really gets a bad experience. Everyone should be loving their life as a professional athlete and being able to be a professional athlete and not worry about the rest.
This is Brockenbrough getting things started. Mia Scott throws her out. Alex Brown up now. And exciting too, because it's, you know, real teams, so you set rosters, so 4 teams that are going to be barnstorming, as you mentioned.
So Tegan was in the circle and I'm over here yelling, change up, throw it, change up. So I get intense and her brother was sitting behind me. Tonight's been a little bit low key, but no, I definitely get into it, and some of my former players from travel ball obviously hear my voice on occasion.
Yeah, I would imagine. Alex Brown going to go in the second. Pat, thank you very much. You know, they're averaging 7.5 runs per game. Clark, known as Pie, because
she likes pie.
You love pie. It's going to be very exciting and get things started with the AUSL. ESPN's networks will be covering them. Big opportunity for Moore with their team down 2-1, and Maddie Moore skies one that goes over the American flag and ties up the game.
Who else would be able to blistered?
And she got under it a little bit too. I mean, that was a moonshot.
That ball gave a little bat flip coming off of it. No need to hurry out of the box. She leads the team in home runs. Adds to it, number 17. And Mom liking the big home run. Off balance, while sometimes it can be a little bit too slow. You saw it coming in at the mid-40s. It does give the hitter a chance to clutch, reload, and get through the ball.
Stopped by Salmon, very calmly picks it up to throw out Noller.
Signed it 17 times now,
yeah,
so
that's a lot.
I think that pen's starting to run out of ink.
And you see the joy. That was one thing that Moore
won, but they realized that this was their legacy that they wanted to pass on, those seniors, saying that the previous alumni walked so that they could run.
And they are hoping that journey will take them to Oklahoma City. Finally got their first Super Regional game win yesterday. That's into shallow left, where it's handled by good, but as Oklahoma's won 4 in a row, Maddie Moore out there talking at second. Hit a home run and now goes out to do her favorite thing, which is
I loved to hit.
So does Reese Atwood, but she is still looking for her first hit of the Super after a very energized regional. That one goes a very long way and just foul.
Absolutely blistered out to left. They did intentionally walk her at one point in the game, knowing the kind of power that she has at the plate. Worked out for them. They got out of that jam.
That one also goes towards the wall, and this time she just clears it. Didn't go nearly as far, but it was effective. Atwood with the homer. Texas jumps back on top.
The junior for Texas. And how do you throw it with home run number 21 on the year? You mentioned it didn't get out by much, Pam, but it doesn't have to. Over that 10-foot wall, Texas again. We're grateful that it happened when it did. It taught us lessons on how we need to show up every single day, or we're going to go home early.
Collins just nipped Mitchell.
Get down the line. Sometimes it's to get a grip, but other times I need her to just hurry up that motion. The transfer happens quickly, but
flew out to center in her first at bat. Only the third time Clemson and Texas have played a game against each other. Last night was the second one. Played it in February of 2022. When
she got in her head a little bit with those miscues at short and just could not get rolling at the plate.
And after a great regional, 7 hits, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, but she's still looking for her first hit this weekend. Handled by Collins for the second out. Right up the middle, solid single for Good. She's 2 for 2. Good is just 3 for 4 on the season. Another single, back-to-back singles with 2 outs. Brockenbrough charged quickly to hold Good at second. Let Basinger close out this inning.
Well, Cintron has not thrown in quite some time, and because of that, it's hard to scout against a pitcher who's not been in the everyday rotation. With that, they're trying to hide her as long as possible and try to get out of this inning at the bottom of the lineup.
Chance for more, and she tags out Quiroga
to that game 3, so keeping her out of the circle tonight would probably be very important.
Vieira right through the middle. 1 pitch, and Abby's got her second single of the night off. And different circumstances, but Clemson also, like Texas, was searching for a starting shortstop this year, and Collins fit the bill.
And Collins has been a fun infusion of fun, talent, and attitude for this squad.
It's the second time that Salmon has gotten to a 3-ball count with the Tiger batter tonight. And she lost her.
This win tonight, it's all hands on deck.
It's like the 7th game of the World Series, right? You just gotta empty the bucket, especially if you're Texas.
A lot of good, deep replacements defensively.
Pipkins, and that's grabbed beautifully by Good, who got the start at short tonight.
And it's mature on the strike zone.
There's that change up again.
Pitch, but I like the follow through of Salmon on that one.
Inside, nope, an inside strike.
Outs on the night for Salmon coming at this spot in the lineup. She was begging to get hit with that pitch.
After Atwood's home run in the top of the 4th, gave them the lead back. And that gets through. Runner being waved home. Ariel scores. And Jamison Brockenbrough comes through.
No outing longer than 1 1/3. So this is just going to be maybe one time through the lineup for Simpson, trying to get out of this inning with any more damage being done on the scoreboard.
So the freshman Cambria Salmon getting the start.
Earlier, knowing the velocity is down.
That gets by Atwood. Both runners move up 60 feet on deck. She had a 2-run home run in her last at bat. And if she comes up, that means potential trouble for Texas in a game they have to win to keep their season alive. And that's a 4-pitch walk. Bases are loaded for more.
With bases loaded opportunities.
Atwood able to keep it in front of her.
That rise ball go shows that Maddie feeling pretty comfortable in the box right now.
And now she gets a 3-1 pitch. Another ball that skipped in. Third Texas pitcher of the inning. It's Lali Gutierrez, who we saw yesterday in relief.
Gutierrez came in a tough spot last night, came in, pitched 2 innings of relief, gave up just 1 earned run. She's going to need to show up quickly in this situation with bases juiced.
2 runs in for Clemson in this inning.
Corner, really good spot.
Full count, bases loaded, 2 away. Noller with a short pop-up into right field, grabbed by Bennett, but Clemson comes from behind again in this game. McCubbin pitched the last 3 innings of last night's game. That is lifted towards Johnson.
At Washington when they started up their softball program back in the 90s.
Full count, lifted into short center, but Brockenbrough runs well, reads it, grabs it. Let's get to Matt Schick.
I almost got to protect you,
just
Cam.
a few feet short of Jenny being a hero.
Of Kat Osterman Booth.
Osterman would have caught it.
Oh, wow. She had longer arms.
She's way tall. Scott, on a full count pitch, draws the walk with 2 away. Atwood is such a threat. Did not have a hit last night, but a home run. That's in the hole, and Collins decided to make the throw. There's a freshman mistake for you. But did Mia leave early?
Well, and the crazy thing is, she was not even trying to.
They have to review. The call on the field is upheld.
Mitchell.
Make sure that you give a competitive look at the plate. Punch this ball through the infield.
Mitchell sends it to the wall. 2 runs come around. Jolie Mitchell on a 1-2 count.
Of her career, she comes away with a huge hit. Something that she needs to learn from and not do again.
Big cut for Stewart on a 1-2 pitch. She is struck out, but
back-to-back walks, and with that, had to make another pitching change as Simpson struggled to just find the zone.
And that one is taken for a ride, and Clemson ties it up with another home run. Cintron leading off the 5th.
The demeanor of Cintron in the box is one that I love in a freshman. So competitive. Plays for the Porter. Kind of bat that she swings has a ton of power. That ball on the outside part of the plate, ton of backspin. Got behind it, used her legs, drove 18th home run of the year for Cintron.
Coach said that's when Basinger took some of her losses in the circle, and he stayed calm. And Moore came back, and since then, they've only lost 6 games all year after losing 6 of their first 9. Only 6 since.
But since that time, went on a 15-game win streak.
And how about almost back-to-back jacks off the top of the wall?
I mean, that ball maybe a foot away.
At shortstop in her last time up. Pipkins. Collins at second base. Gutierrez leaves, gave up a couple of hits, a home run and a double. Scott with the good look over to second to Kennedy. She's like, World Series, that's old hat. She's been there twice with Stanford. Now she goes with Tech. Kylie Johnson trying to come up with a big 2-out base hit.
Now facing a really good rise ball in the
last few games. 1-2 to Johnson. Got her. Kavon does her job. Ground out and a strikeout. And the Longhorns with 4 pitchers. Reese Atwood, good with a home run. Macy Cintron. Texas needs to win. That would be a home run if we were like on a cricket pitch, because barely foul, but then she hit a home run in her later in that at bat. Safe. Good. Beat out the Alex Brown throw to start off the 6th.
Prevented her from being able to move through that ball very well. Good is fired up at first.
Megan Good is 3 for 3 tonight, has made a couple of really nice plays. Team that has been to the World Series 2 of the last 3 years, trying to go back-to-back. Advance Good over a base as we see Alex Brown playing in at third. Shows the bunt.
The defensive shift of how they will play this, and with that flash of the drag bunt, the third baseman has to play in.
Foul. Out of. Right back to McCubbin. Throws over to short. And Collins just got her foot on the bag. Looks like she couldn't find it at first.
Lead throw over the slide by Good, actually pushed her.
Foot kind of kept Good away from the bag. Tough play again. Brown, safe.
And this is played perfectly. When you get a ball that's hit softly, the only defensive player that can make that, the third baseman cutting across hard. Good call on not been able to get a hit.
1-2, and McCubbin comes up with a couple of big strikeouts. Jamison Brockenbrough coming over from Tennessee. And remember those ads for the world's most interesting man? She might be. And at the ACC tournament, I love this one. She got on the charter to go back.
But she rescued 2 plants. And
teammate says she loves her some plants. Kavon has to hurry and does. Brockenbrough retired to start the 6th.
Friendly way.
Yes, for now. Brown, little chopper. But Bennett.
Not a swing.
Watch strike 3 go by. Tegan Kavon has been perfect since she came in. To force that game 3 tomorrow night. That one is sent into left field, but playable for Johnson. The fans get up. And she draws the walk with 1 away in the 7th. 7 in this Super Regional. Put out in left field to start the game today after some struggles at shortstop, and here's a chance for big-time redemption. Play by Brown, throws across, brilliantly done by Alex Brown.
To just continue the inning without an out.
Cintron hit a home run her last time up. Throw out there and left for Stewart.
Rise ball is working so well tonight. How to attack this hitter.
Scott throws out Vieira, and we are going to extra innings.
Keeping it loose, but also so good out there in center. The only player on that on the Clemson squad who has World Series experience when she went with Tennessee.
That was in her since the ACC tournament started for the Tigers. You could hear the call
from their defense to their circle, and then in the dugout communicating adjustments need to be made at the plate.
Katie Bennett playing left field yesterday is second baseman today, and that sent Brockenbrough back. Noller, and she was erased at second on that throw we just showed you from Stewart. And that's a base hit off the glove of Bennett by Collins, who took the first pitch. That's in the gap, and it falls, but Collins had to hold up a little bit. Nobody on, or nobody out and 2 on. That got away from Atwood, and now there are runners on third and second. And she rings her up. Hit right to the shortstop, good. Cavan, can she get out of it? Yes, she can. 2 singles to start things off for the Tigers. Up in the air, easy one for. Plenty of games for Clemson over the year. Another chance for Collins. 2 outs. Scott into center field. Brockenbrough can't come up with it. Scott going all the way to third, where she will be.
Taylor Pipkins went right while the ball was going right up the gut. And as it ricocheted, to be able to go and get that ball that continued to go away from her after falling down.
Tonight. And it's the low, and Wallace takes off, uncontested, takes second. 2 outs, that's into left field. Playable for Johnson.
By Moore, holds up.
Now a full count on Moore to start the 9th. Swing and a miss. Bennett, tough play. And Noller is able to get on first.
Good going up and down, rise ball and drop ball. About 12 inches of separation between those 2 pitches. So hard to get on plane with a rise drop pitcher.
Hung in there, but Keegan got her anyway. Struck out the side. 6th inning of work in relief of Basinger, and that's a base hit. Stewart goes oppo to start the 10th.
And that just shows you how.
Good. To Collins, who couldn't make a play. Pinch hit yesterday for the other DP and was 0 for 1. Fielded, a little hesitation as took a second for Bennett, sends it into left field. That should be deep enough. The tag by Scott, and Texas takes the lead.
That hit to right, and look at the way Simmons, the pinch hitter, moved runners into scoring.
She's got a couple of singles tonight, and that's hit in a very good spot. What a play by Moore, but not in time, and the second run comes home. Heads up base running.
Second base. That ball looked like it was going to get in the hole. Maddie Moore got it. But off to the races, good.
To start the 5th inning, and here's her 100th pitch. Fisted. Collins couldn't get it. Everybody's safe.
Defense isn't playing. Such a great effort by Marion Collins.
Lifted into left field for Johnson. Lifted into left field. Stewart plays it. Lifted into center field. Henry is very good and that gets under the glove of Bennett at second, but
Alex Brown does have pop in her bat. She's got 4 home runs on the year, had 4 last year. She is the highest average hitter in this Clemson lineup.
Alex Brown looking for her first hit with runners in scoring position in this postseason. Good. Over to third. And the game is over. Tegan Cavan coming in the 5th inning. And Texas and Clemson will play tomorrow night for a spot in the Women's College World Series.